EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Come on, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. But that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find them.
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They run it with Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get it.
Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge. It's the LSU star Darius Geis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Check.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Lions first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Look at me. Go. He's checking. Hey, seam 6. Ready.
Now Balaj. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready? Take 3. 218. Chop. Let's go, Peter.
2nd and 11. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark. The intended target, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Luke Kuechly there defensively.
Check out. Blue 40. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Come on.
From the gun, here's Love. Looking deep down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Rock it. Now.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Moss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. McSorley sets to pass. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Out of the gun. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
General West.
58, it's Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. And 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike.
Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. 58 is Mike. 58.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They go play action now with McSorley. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Moss, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Moss, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Leo.
Let's get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Come on, set.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Open man is Michael Thomas. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
58, right there. I'm on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. McSorley from the shotgun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
11.
On first and 10, Locke. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Here's Locke. Off to Geis on the screen. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boys. I see you.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rush in.
Balaj. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check. Crunch. On the 10.
This is Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on third down, Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. This is Harris. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Camaro. And he's got room.
Back to you.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Camara. 67 yards. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
I got you.
Look, squeeze.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14 to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Shit. 11.
36.
On. SOS.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Tight dog.
And a give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Balaj. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pull it together. Check.
Fair.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 24.
Hey, Sam off. General West. Deep rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 34. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Break.
Go 58's the mic.
You can't break stone, travel.
Now they try the right side here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Pilot, 64.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Check 4.
Ready, 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
set, 70, Indy.
Check, 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 check.
Ready, ready.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Saints, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7.